Imagine this. You're in a heated 1v1 in online Smash Ultimate. Oh, but wait, against your will, you were put in a game that had items toggled on. And the person you're facing that chose to have these items on is fighting hard. And you guys are tied up 1 stock each and there's less than 20 seconds left. Oh, but what's this? You found an item that literally gives you another life, and just like that, you win. Well, no need to imagine it because that is what the online in Smash Ultimate is like. The state of Smash Ultimate's online at the time of making this video is, well, how do I put it? Awful. And it's a huge bummer because this game is amazing, but it just brings you to wonder, what were they thinking? And before I dive into the massive issues that are plaguing the online, I do just want to say that even though this whole video is going to be talking about some huge issues in Smash Ultimate, it's not to say that this is a bad game at all. It's a great game, and I intend to talk about the great parts of this game in future videos. But for now, let's talk about... Oh god, I don't even want to say it. Quickplay! On paper, this mode sounds amazing. The fact that you can choose your preferred rules to play by down to the very specifics like stocks, stages, time limit, and more is insane. If that even mattered! You see, you can choose those settings, but if the matchmaking doesn't find you a match with those settings within the first 3 seconds or so, it'll literally just throw you into whatever game it feels like.
Which is mind-boggling.
I would literally rather wait 10 minutes in a training lobby than to be put into a toxic, item-infested lag fest. I understand what Nintendo is doing though, don't get me wrong. It's obvious that they truly do just want everyone to have fun, and probably believe that it'd be better to just be thrown into any game rather than wait in a lobby. They make it clear that they want to promote that no one waits in lobbies in other ways like the background matchmaking, which is an option they added where you can go do other things on the game rather than just wait around in the lobby, which is cool. But there's not even a point in having that option if 10 seconds into waiting to find a game, it'll just throw you into any free-for-all game anyways. There are a couple ways to avoid being thrown in random free-for-all games though, like battle arenas, where you can either host or join custom lobbies. Sounds great, right? It's not. Remember when I said I wouldn't mind waiting around for 10 minutes just to play a game? Well, not for battle arenas. I'm not sure what it is, but when you're waiting your turn to play in a lobby, you literally physically have to put yourself in a line that moves you up as games end. And then you'll finally get to play a match. Oh, but what's this? You lost the match? Back to the line for you, and bam! You gotta wait all over again. I think it's the fact that you can actually see the line you're waiting in that is so agitating. At least with matchmaking, you can punch a bot around or something. Here it's like you have family visiting and your mom forces you to take turns playing the game with your cousins who just suck at the game anyways. Mom, he's hogging the Nintendo Switch again.
You listen here, you little insect. How am I gonna master my forward aerials and go pro if I have to give up the controller every other game just so you can play Kirby because you think he's big and cute?
So battle arenas? That's pretty much a no-go unless you make it a private arena and play with friends, which in that case is pretty fun. But let's go back to quick play for a second. In all honesty, when you do actually get 1v1s with no items on good stages, it is very fun. Getting non-toxic players in matches is amazing. Like this young Link I matched with. He and I knew what was up and made sure to show each other good old-fashioned respect at the beginning of each match. I even could have been easily punished on a smash I did, and he backed off, letting me reset. I mean, come on now, that's just great. But it also just sucks that after each match, you can't choose a new character. So if you do find a non-toxic player that isn't laggy and fun to 1v1, you're forced to stay as the character you originally chose, as you would have to unmatch with a player in order to choose someone new, which just doesn't make any sense. And there is a way to ensure you only get non-toxic players in 1v1 no-item matches, and that's with GSP. GSP stands for Global Smash Power, and is basically your ranking in Smash Online. Simply put, the higher your ranking, the better you are in theory, as your number is supposed to show how many people you're better than. So, for example, my GSP with Inkling is 492,852.
Weird flex, but okay.
So that would mean I'm better than 492,851 people that have also played Inkling. But here's the issue with what I just said. I barely play Inkling. I've probably played Inkling for max half an hour online. But you know who I do main and play as a ton? Mario! And what's his GSP? Oh, that's right. 215,000. It's not even that I suck either. I've won 95% of the games I play. So why is my GSP on Mario so low? Well, it's because when you win a match, you gain GSP from the person you faced, which is fine, no problem there, but if you lose crazy amounts of GSP. GSP is just everywhere right now. I mean, look at this. I was playing Mario earlier and had 100,000-ish GSP, right? And I beat this one link, and it boosted me to a whopping 177,000 GSP. And the link didn't even have a high GSP of his own in the first place. So what I'm getting from that is that by beating this one link who had an original GSP of 14,000, made me better than 70,000 more people. Now, I'm sure the more you play with a character, the more accurate your GSP will be represented, as it has more matches to compare you to others. The issue with this, though, is that in order to play steady, constant matches with people that are above average at the game, you need a high GSP to qualify for something called Elite Mode, which basically just matchmakes you with other people who qualify for the mode. Again, on paper, this all sounds fine and dandy, but in matches where you lose tens of thousands of GSP, you can easily lose your qualification for Elite Mode and have to grind your GSP back up in order to qualify for it again. I've actually been trying to look into how much GSP you would need for Elite Mode, but it doesn't officially say what ranking you need for it. People have speculated on numbers, saying that some were able to get in with about 450,000 GSP, but others say that isn't the exact number. I'm sure we'll find out what it is later down the road since the game is still new, but at the moment, it's pretty blurry. The worst part is, how am I going to get my GSP up in matches if every now and then I get forcefully matched in a free-for-all that's insanely laggy with items toggled on? How is that allowed to determine your ranking competitively? And once I lose the lag fest of a toxic free-for-all, I'm bumped down in GSP. Which, guess what? Only makes it so that I'm matched up with more free-for-all games, because those are the only matches that noobs choose to play for some reason, and my rank starts falling down equal to theirs. It just becomes a very counterintuitive cycle that more fights you rather than helping to work with you and getting the matches you prefer. All in all, Smash Online has promise, and with massive updates, I think it could be fixed. But it's hard to see such huge updates coming to the game. I can see some patches, but this would basically need to completely overhaul the entire way the online works. But I'm hopeful. Some are saying they'd rather just see For Glory come back in Ultimate, but I think this whole preferred rule option could be great as long as it actually works the way it was intended. But maybe I'm wrong after all. It is my opinion, of course, and this is the internet, so if you guys think this could be handled some other way, or if you believe I'm wrong about some of the topics I discussed in this video, then let me know down in the comments section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video breaking down Ultimates Online. It was definitely something I needed to get off my chest, and there are some good aspects to the online as well that I didn't really talk about much. Like, even though the online is still through a peer-to-peer connection where you guys have to connect to each other instead of a server, the delay for the most part in 1v1s isn't really too noticeable. As well as, like I mentioned earlier, Battle Arena is great with friends. It does have a cool layout and works pretty well when you aren't just waiting in a line. Anyways, guys, you can look forward to a video talking about the great stuff in Smash coming soon on this channel, as there's a lot of great things about this game, and this video only highlights a small negative part about the game as a whole. Oh, by the way, I literally haven't seen a single Bayo player yet, which could mean that people don't care about Bayonetta anymore, and that is just a miracle in itself. Unless you're that one Bayo main that just took offense to that, in which case you know where to go.
What did you just say about my queen? I'll have you know that I 1v1 everyone and I always win, and that is because of my pure, uncut skill. Okay, you hear me?